We are live at Falcor Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And fighting out of this corner, the monster himself, Ju Khan. 125 pounds on the number, standing 5'7" tall with a reach of just about. And here is the monster, Ju Khan. He'll be squaring up against the Machine from the United States of America.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Beijing, China, here's the acclaimed featherweight champion of the world, known as the Monster, Ju Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, the Machine.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it, as we have our main event underneath the bright, sunny skies.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice uppercut, the most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and two gladiators going at it.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You don't want to trade shots. He takes that jab. Oh, he took that jab well. Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges.
On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The monster! Dazed! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You've got to swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold them. You've got to tie them up. You've got to lean on them when they come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Down goes Machine. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What a huge momentum. There's the bell for round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Good counter punching. Failed them. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe what we are seeing? It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Do you believe this? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We know they've got the advantage. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Trying to land that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10. Don't
worry about that round.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Catch and shoot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on.
Here we go in the 6th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Straight right just misses. Throws the uppercut but misses. There's a counter shot. Just missing with the uppercut. Beautiful count. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond.
Need you to switch.
Here comes round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Khan just got... I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Both men step back for just a moment. Blocks the left uppercut. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. So it's... And there's the belt for round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. Be a lot. Hold it right there! And the machine has been stopped. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a...
So time to go celebrate. Fighting under the candlelight, welcome to Cambrian Hall. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. Up against them, the Wild One. These two will be fighting in the welterweight division. Lots of boxing skill required to succeed at this weight class, but you have to have knockout power too.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky.
Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5, and they'll be facing...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is going to be that fight. This is what people are going to be talking about forever and a day.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And there's the bell to start round 1. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Oh, Leonard just got run. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Left uppercut doesn't score. And he scores with the counter. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Good job stopping that uppercut. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Not over till it's over, but that knockdown. On to the second round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Missing with the left hook. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both want a knockout, you can tell. Perfect punch. Punch, counter punch. caution is being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that one. Let's get it started in round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That big hook doesn't land. No rest for the weary. That left hook missed. He threw a punch and just got countered. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just... The wild one goes down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with... Here we go to the 4th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That hook doesn't score. Solid punch. Nice exchange here from both men. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Only catching air with that hook. Perfect counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
Back into the fray here in round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They're both trying for a knockout. Well done with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
We'd like to see more jabs. Oh, and they got rocked! Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Well, now it's about...
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took the deep...
Back out there and win the round.
Let's start the 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Incredible work rate. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided. Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. One punch could change everything in this battle. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters. And we enter the 8th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What a nightmare scenario! That impact. Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Good counter punching. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. The judges have spoken.